Okay, sorry about the two videos. I made a little mistake there, pausing it and picking it back up in the back office. So how does the Brown and Brown Market Responsiveness Index relate to Ecofield Ford? I personally found this exercise to be a little sobering. Our dealership is a small family-run store and has been in operation since 1910, all in the same family. So we've obviously, over the years, done something pretty well to be in business for that long. But when I did an honest assessment and went around the wheel, we didn't quite score where I thought we would. We finished the highest in cross-functional collaboration, customer foresight, and customer insight. And here's some of the reasons why I think we finished higher in those disciplines. Cross-functional collaboration, Brown and Brown describe it as a discipline of workforce behavior that enables a strong customer-centric culture, and without it, business opportunities are lost. A couple of the ways that we exhibit that in the way we handle our sales leads. The leads come in and are assigned to a salesperson. If the salesperson can't respond for whatever reason with a customer or not in the store, the lead will then get moved to another manager or another salesperson so it can be answered in a timely manner. Nobody's going with a long response in between, and there's no issue as far as commission or something else from taking a sale from somebody else. That all gets worked out in the process that we have. So everybody in the sales department is involved in taking care of that one customer. And to even get a little more specific, question 8 in the rankings in Chapter 7 is, to what extent do you facilitate social interaction across functions that enhance personal relationships? I think the best example we use on this is the delivery of a vehicle. So when somebody's getting their new car, the customer picks the vehicle up, comes to the store, and the salesperson will take them through all the paperwork, shows them all the features of their new car. And as a salesperson, if we have a new customer that has never been to the store before, we always try and take them out to the service and parts department to meet the service and parts manager, meet the service and parts advisors. So the new owner of the car will feel they've already felt comfortable with us as a salesperson to buy the car. Now they need to be comfortable to come back for service work too. Our owner, if he's available, will always try and come over and say thank you, spend a couple minutes with the customer and tell him how much he appreciates their business. It's basically a complete meet and greet of the people in the departments with who the customer is going to have the most interaction with on future trips to the store. We just try and put that customer at ease each and every time they come they come in the building, because it's a big purchase next to a house. What else do you buy? Usually that's as big as your car. And the next one we did well on was customer foresight. Brown and Brown describe it as the extent to which employees anticipate emerging customer needs, recognize unspoken needs, and take action to satisfy them. They also say predicting future customer needs is an example of customer foresight behavior. I will look at this again from the sales side. So being in business as many years as we have, like I told you, small towns, like in the small town like we are, you need repeat customers. And while I admit this is not something we do for a bunch of customers, it's a huge benefit for the ones we do it for. We will go ahead and take the liberty and order a vehicle for a customer without even telling them. We're going to order the vehicle next. Okay. It's the reason why is they've been ordering the same vehicle, whether it's a truck or a car, for years and years, and we can assume what they want in their next one. All we have to do is call them up and tell them it's time to trade. We also have a CRM system that we use to stay in touch so we can anticipate when they are ready to trade. The customers that we do this for love the individual attention, and we love the repeat business. So really, it's a win-win for both of us. The last one we scored high on was customer insight, and in in the book Customer Culture Imperative, Brown and Brown say the best starting point for gaining customer insight is interacting with customers, listening to and talking with them. That it should start with the CEO, and for us, we're no different. The owner of the company, who I mentioned before, how he greets everyone purchasing a new vehicle, that's just a small portion of it. He's very good at talking to people. He could have the insurance guy in his office in a three-piece suit at 1, and then the farmer from down the road with manure in his boots at 2 o'clock. Treats them no differently, acts the same towards them, gets along well with both of them. And this rubs off on the employees, and it's an entire culture felt in the store. And me personally, I feel I'm a pretty good listener too, and I really enjoy the interaction with the customers. I feel it puts my customers at ease in what sometimes can be a tense situation. These 3 disciplines do help us succeed in a competitive environment. But as I mentioned at the beginning, it was very sobering because we do need to raise our standards in some areas, like competitor foresight and strategic alignment. We scored very low on that compared to where I would have thought we would have been. That was a fun exercise that made me think about how we do things and where we're good and where we have room to improve. So thanks for listening to me today, and I hope everyone has a good weekend.